Achieving competitive advantage.
Because of the great competition that exists in the complex global market, it is necessary to have a well-defined strategy that allows companies to rise above their competitors in the industry, as well as helping them enter and stay in the target market. History itself can show us how companies have achieved leadership above their opponents by using innovative strategies that make the product or service stand out, or also simply because they were able to get to where their competitors could not, in the right time, thanks to a correct planning of its supply chain. What is needed to achieve success in the market? A common denominator successful companies have is innovation in the industry. In other words, the only way to obtain different results is to carry out different actions. The best way to increase possibilities of success is to prepare information and do suitable analyses that support effective decision-making.
Process strategies.
Companies implement process strategies to change their operations, driven by necessity or a vision for growth. The goal is to boost efficiency to remain competitive and increase market share. These strategies are often a response to global trends, such as fluctuating exchange rates that lower material transport costs, increased local competition due to global overcapacity, innovations in trade that open new markets, the rising importance of efficient purchasing systems, like just-in-time, a shift towards both global and regionalized manufacturing. The design of a global provider strategy is shaped by two key factors: competitive advantages, a company's unique, sustainable strengths in technology, management, etc., that set it apart from industry rivals. Comparative advantages, the economic benefits of locating operations, providers, markets in specific countries based on lower labor or raw material costs. Ultimately, a company gains a competitive advantage when it establishes a unique and sustainable edge over its competitors, leading to superior results and a stronger market position.
The value chain is a concept, developed by Michael Porter, that views a company as the sum of all its individual activities: design, production, marketing, delivery, and support. It posits that to gain a competitive advantage, a company must perform these activities either at a lower cost, or in a way that creates distinguishable quality compared to its rivals. Globalization has expanded this concept into global value chains. To develop a global provider strategy using the value chain, a company should follow these steps. Identify the distinct links in its value chain, e.g., R&D, logistics, manufacturing. Locate its competitive advantages within those specific links. Determine the transaction costs between each link, both internal and external. Assess the comparative advantages of different countries for each link, factoring in transaction costs. Develop a flexible strategy to respond to changes in these advantages. By correctly identifying its strengths, a company can focus its internal efforts on its core primary activities. Simultaneously, it can outsource support activities to other countries, thereby benefiting from their comparative advantages to achieve low costs and high quality. Ultimately, the value chain is a tool for analyzing how each activity contributes to the final product's value, with the goal of broadening the company's profit margin.
Geographic location strategies.
Nearshoring is a supply chain strategy focused on relocating production or sourcing suppliers to a country within the same geographical region as the target market. While not a new concept, it is currently considered innovative due to its ability to address modern supply chain challenges. Core objectives and drivers. The primary goals are to reduce costs, optimize transit times, manage risk, and increase flexibility to respond quickly to market changes and contingencies. Recent market disruptions have highlighted that while traditional offshoring, e.g., to Asia, offered significant cost advantages, the lack of proximity often compromises response capacity and service levels.
The case of Mexico. Mexico has emerged as a key destination for nearshoring, particularly for sectors like the automotive industry. This attractiveness is due to several factors. Geographical proximity, its location next to the United States allows for the production chain to be near the consumer market. Skilled labor and regulatory policies, a capable workforce and favorable policies support industrial development. Government incentives. Programs like the MX program offer tariff and fiscal benefits to export manufacturers. Proven track record, the nearshoring relationship between Mexico and the US has been active for over 60 years, with the automotive sector being a major contributor to Mexico's economy.
The broader context and future outlook. Uncertainty and reshoring, global economic slowdown, and uncertainty have also led to reshoring, where companies bring production back to their country of origin. Continued offshoring. Experts note that traditional offshoring will continue, but production is expected to become more concentrated in regions close to demand. Opportunities. The trend presents opportunities for Latin American countries, leveraging existing trade treaties and agreements. Requirements for success. To fully capitalize on nearshoring, countries like Mexico must boost investment in logistics, transport, digital infrastructure, and regional integration.
Market strategies.
To be able to accurately focus strategies and operations, the main element a company must know is the specific target market for the product or service it offers. If there is no solid foundation in the market the company wishes to serve, operations will be done blindly. To face the endless complexity hidden within different market types, marketers need to plan and implement one or more market strategies with the purpose of achieving the goals that the company or business unit aims for in the target market.
The pattern of actions that must be followed to achieve greater effectiveness in results is the scientific method, which involves the following steps.
To understand a market, a company uses two types of data. Primary data, information collected first-hand for a specific purpose, e.g., questionnaires, focus groups, interviews. Secondary data, information gathered from existing sources, e.g., government agencies, research institutions. The goal of this research is to better understand the market's needs, enabling the company to develop focused strategies to satisfy them. International logistics plays a crucial role in executing these strategies. Once a target market is identified through segmentation, logistics is responsible for delivering the product on time and in optimal condition. Key strategic logistics decisions include choosing distribution methods, locating warehouses and distribution centers, designing suitable packaging for transport, planning regional inventory levels, analyzing whether to locate distribution centers in the target country or ship directly from the origin country. Once a company becomes international, additional factors influence its logistics strategy. Political and economic risks in the target country. International transportation risks. Local government regulations. Local competition. The quality of the target country's infrastructure.
Alliances and associations. There are different options to get into an international market that a company can consider, depending on the level of risk and commitment outlined in the strategy.
Export. In indirect, cooperative, and direct modalities, to export is to carry the product from its country of origin to the target country by either using an intermediary, indirect, that undertakes all risks along another company, or assuming all shipment risks, direct.
License. It is a contractual transaction in which the licensor offers assets to a licensee company abroad in exchange for royalties, without requiring much involvement from the licensor company. A franchise is a kind of license.
Manufacture agreement, also known as outsourcing, consists in a company making an agreement to manufacture its product partially or totally with a manufacturing company located abroad, with the purpose of reducing labor and material costs. Marketing is still the contracting company's responsibility.
Joint venture. It is the association of companies that wish to share resources and capital to create a joint venture and pursue specific goals in the target market. Both companies complement each other's characteristics and benefit from their relation, with a high level of commitment.
Own subsidiary. It refers to the entry into another country by establishing an extension of the company in the target country. This can also be done by acquisitions or fusions. Operating a subsidiary requires a high level of commitment, as it is the company's property.
Strategic alliance. It is the coalition of two or more organizations that seek to achieve important strategic goals, benefiting every ally.
For the specific case of logistics operations for transportation, there are three types of relations between the contracting company and the logistics service provider. Transaction logistics, relations in which the operation takes place only once, or in a series of events unrelated to each other. Contract logistics, well-defined relations ruled by contracts, based on the fulfillment of performance criteria established by those employing the service. The user can terminate the relation if the contractor does not meet the performance expected. Strategic alliance, relations planned for the long term in which each participant has needs that the allied company can satisfy, obtaining mutual benefit. The benefits we seek to gain by increasing the level of integration between companies are as follows. Reducing costs. Lesser need to invest in capital. Superior customer service. Access to technology and management abilities. Greater penetration into the market. Better access to information. Decreasing risks and uncertainty. Allowing specialization on the line of business. Harnessing the strengths of other companies.